Okay, can you see me from where I am, Linda? Okay. Hi guys, good morning, welcome. This is a standing chair, although we will be sitting on the chair, as you can see, but you will need a chair, no wheels on it, guys. It needs to stay solid, so make sure it's something that you can feel comfortable on. Preferably no, what do you call it? Thingies on the side. So anyway, we're gonna start doing a little bit warm up, but we are gonna start standing. I'm gonna bring you down to the chair, but just to get a little bit of warm up, I'm just gonna roll through the shoulders. That's it. Can you see me, Linda? Okay. Just wanna make sure that I was in there. And then just a little reach back, so I have a little bit of bend to the knees. That's it. Follow your fingers with your eyes. That's it. And then we're just going to swarm it forward. Get the joints warmed up, lubed up here, gang.
Joan, you need to move
back. And then just take the arms forward, and then we're just going to rotate back to your center. Take an inhale, exhale, hips stay forward.
Joan, you step back. Move back, Joan.
Okay. More? Am I good?
Good.
Okay. And a little rotation. Take your head with you. Maybe you leave your head to one side. Take your torso to the other side. That's it. And then let's bring it back to your center. Take a big inhale. And then exhale. Now get close to your chair, gang. So just a little bit of warm up for squats. Am I still okay? From here, take your feet about hip width apart. Know that chair is behind you. And then you're going to sit your butt back just like you were going to put your butt onto the chair. And then sit back, hinge from your hip.
Move back, Joan.
What's that? Move back?
Just a little bit.
There?
Better.
Okay, hang on. Let me move the other chart because I got two going on here. That's it. And your squats. Maybe bring the arms up a little higher. Good. Let's do 4. Abs are in. And 3. And 2, and last one. Then we're going to turn it sideways, just a little bit of warm up into your, so maybe you'll need your chair again. Get a nice wide base of support, and then drop that knee down. So remember, just go to whatever you're comfortable with your knees. If you can go lower than me, please do. That's it. And let's do 4. So straight up through the carousel. You're the horse. That's it. And 2. And last one, and then just take it across to your other side. Stand tall, get a wide base of support, knee tracks over your ankle. And then drop down and up. And drop. Good, breathe in. That's it, make sure your knee is not tracking over the toe. That's it, let's go 4. And 3. And 2. And last one. Now stay low, and then I want you to just sit your butt back. I call this a half-ass stretch. So that you're going to take the leg back, just take a little stretch through the hip flexor, and maybe just take a lateral stretch up and over. And then just slide that leg in, switch around the other side. Ta-da. And other side. That's it. And then sit tall, maybe add a little lateral stretch from there. And then bring it back to the center. Get a wide leg position from here. And we're just going to roll down. So get wide, take an inhale, nod your chin to your chest, as if you could take the top of the head down to the floor. Take an inhale, press into your feet. Roll up, stack the vertebrae on top of each other, and lengthen up. And go again. So take an inhale to lift. Exhale to curl. Inhale at your base. Draw the abdominals in. Roll back up. Let's go one more time. We take an inhale, nod the chin, and exhale. Take an inhale at your base, press into your feet. The chair is sliding away, and lengthen back up. Good. Now just take a little hinge forward, and then round the back, scoop it up. So go long to the spine. I've got 2 chairs set up here, guys, so that you're going to take a hinge. And then round to come back up. and then hinge it forward, lengthen through the spine, and then round it up. And let's go one more time, and take a hinge, and then round it through. Now leave the legs wide. I'll go back to this chair. And then I want you to just take the head from side to side. So it's as if you're listening to something on the ceiling. And I'm putting a little bit of pressure into one foot, then the other. And then just move with the breath. Take an inhale, push through the leg. That's it. So push a little bit into this leg, reach up and over, and reach. That's it. And a couple more. And then see if you can reverse it. So now you're going down. It's kind of like a Michael Jackson thing. And head goes through and up. And head goes through and up. And head. Good. Let's do one more on each side. A little Michael Jackson. And then back to your center. Now, from here, walk yourself forward a little bit on your chair. So this is why it's really important to have a stable chair thing. So that I'm going to lean back a little bit from here. And I'm going to add a little bit of a kick. And kick. And kick. So lean back so you can feel the abs working. And kick. And kick. And flex to the foot. Extend to the knee. And lean back. That's it. You won't get too far because you got a back on there. That's it. But you should be able to feel the abs start to work. And you're going to do 4. Maybe you're not touching down. And 3. And 2. And last one. Good. Bring yourself forward onto your chair. And then we're going to move into a little bit of tricep dip just to warm up. So watch, make sure that chair is really stable as you lift your butt off and then drop down and back up. Now you can always do this off the floor. It's a little tricky unless you have monkey arms. And then elbows tracking back. Drop your butt down a little bit. Warm up those triceps. Good. And let's do 4. And 3. And 2. And last one. And then bring your butt back on. We're going to go into some squats now. So you're going to stand up. So these are the real squats now. So now you're going to take the legs a little bit wider perhaps than your hips. Use the chair as your guide. And then sit back and then press through the heels. So get your weight as far back as you can onto your heels. Nice and neutral position with your back. Eyes are looking slightly down on a diagonal. And then press through. Good. Sit back, breathe. That's it. Just like you're going to sit right back in the toilet, but you're going to be able to get up. That's it. And press. Good. Let's do 4 more. I'm randomly picking numbers today. And 3. And 2. And last one. Bring it up. Shake it out. We're going to go into some lunges. So your choice in terms of what you need to hang on to. Maybe you don't need to hang on to anything. I'm going to take one leg forward, the other leg back, and then we're going to drop back down in that carousel horse. So you're going to drop down and back up. So think straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, and straight down. Maybe you're hanging on. Maybe you need to hang on for something here. Work on your form, guys. If it's bothering your knees, well, not so low. Good. Now let's do 4. And 3. And 2. Now hold the next one down there. Hold it there. Add some little pulses. And go 4. And 3. And 2. Almost like footwork, right? And last one. And switch. Take the other leg back. Get a nice wide base of support. Top of your head nice and long. And then drop it down and press up. So you know how far you can go with your knees. Maybe it's really a small one today. And 4. And 5. Good, straight up, top of your head. 6. And 7. And 9. Good, let's go one more time. And bring it up. Good. Now, you're going to need your chair or something to balance on this one. I'll go sideways, I think, with this guys, but I'll keep I'll keep switching around. So from here, I want you to go into a V position with your feet. So first position, just like ballet. And we're just gonna do some little plie squats from there. So bend and press. So your heels are gonna stay on, knees are gonna track out to the side. You're gonna drop down. So tuck your tail under on this one. We're not here. We're pulling under. We're gonna pretend we're auditioning for the National Ballet. So pulling inside of your legs together. That's it. And bend. So your heels are staying on. Good. Now let's do 4. And 3. Draw the inner line of the leg together, just like you would if you were doing footwork. That's it. Good. Now you're going to come up onto the heels, or sorry, onto your toes, and then small demi-plie from there. So the heels are lifted for this one. Knees track out to your side over your second and third toe. It won't be that big. That's it. And let's do 4-ish. And 3-ish. And 2. And last one. Now lower the heels. Hold there. Stay in that pleated position. And lift the heels and lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. Try to balance. Check out your balance. That's it. And let's do 4. And 3. And 2. Good. And last one. Now, lift your heels up. Straighten the legs. Lower the heels. Plie. And then lift. Straighten. Lower. Plie. And lift. And lower. That's it. Now reverse it. So send your knees out. Lower the heels. Straighten the legs. Lift up. Who knew? Ballet could be this much fun. And lift. Knees, heels, and up, and lift, and up. Let's go one more time. And lift, and bring it down. Shake it out a little bit, guys. And then we're going to go into a little bit of what these are called curtsy squats. So I'm going to take one leg in front of the other. So I'm going to be turned out, and I'm going to lift up onto my toes, and I'm just going to add some little demi-plies from there. So one foot is slightly staggered in front of the other, and lift, and breathe in, good. And breathe in, check your balance out. Good, and let's do 4. Don't touch your face, I know. And 3, and 2, and last 1, and then lower back down. Switch legs, so stagger the feet so they look like this from here. So knees or heels are aligning, lift up in your toes, and little demi-plies. Drop down and up, knees are tracking over your toes. And drop straight down, good. Keep breathing. And let's do 4. And 3. And 2. And last 1. And then lower back down. We're going to go into a little modified hamstrings from there. So you'll face towards your chair. Make sure you don't have anything behind you like I just did. We've done this one the other day. So you're going to start with the feet parallel, and it's going to look like this. So you're going to go kick, 2, 3, and change, and kick, 2, 3. So you get to kick your own ass, and kick, 2, 3, and change, and flex, 2, 3, and change. Really flex that foot, 2, 3, and change, flex, 3, and change, and flex. 2. So feel that heel coming in towards your butt. Couple more, and flex. 2, 3, and change, and flex. 2, 3, and change. Now we're going to grab your band. You might want, if you have a choice of bands, maybe grab a heavier band than the one you might use for your arms, and we're just going to attach it onto your foot. So from here, I'm just going to put my toes through. I'm going to sit up really tall, and then I'm going to extend the leg and back. So I'm going to pull back with the elbows, push through, so I can get a little bit of rolling going on as I'm doing this too. So I'm sitting tall. And 4, push in, fully extend the knee without banging it closed. There you go. And 6, good, sit tall. And 7, fully extend that leg. And 8, pull back into your rope. and 9, and 10. Let's go 2 more, gang. And 11. So if you have a little band, just use your own resistance, it'll work. And 12, good. Switch your winnie sides. So bring your foot into the band and lift tall. And then send that leg out, fully extend. That's it, push in through the toe. And 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, get tall. And 8, and 9, and 10, we got 2 more, abs are in. And 11, and 12. Nice, good. Hang up that band. We're going back to the chair. A little bit of calf raises coming up here, Jane. So use this for balance, but try not to use it if you don't have to. That's the feet are going to be about hip width apart. You're going straight up to the ceiling and back down. Good. So straight up. Remember to roll into the outside of the feet. Try to lift straight up onto all 10 toes. And 4, good. Knees stay straight as you can. And 5, feel those calves working. And 6, and 7, straight up to the ceiling. And 8, and 9, good. And 10, 11. And then we're going to go to that single. So we're going to try for 8 today. So take one leg back, try to lift straight up, lower back down. Check your balance out. 2, and 3. Good, don't rush. And 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Good, switch your knee. Other side, so lift straight up. Good, all 5 toes. 2, and 3, good. And 4, 5, 6, that's it. And 7, and 8. Good. We're going to go back to a little bit of plies, a little wider second position. So get your feet a little bit wider. Tuck your tail under on this one so that the butt isn't out. You're going to be under. And just add some plies from here. So same thing. Knees track out. Little external rotation through the hips. Press through your feet. And press. Good. Good. We'll have you in the national in no time. And let's do 4. And 3. And 2. Coming up, last one. Good. You're going to come onto the front of your chair. I'm just going to push this one away for a second. And we're going to go into some push-ups. So if that doesn't work, run away. Find a wall that works. So I'll just show you on the chair. And if that's not going to work for you, gang, because your chair is too wobbly, then you can find a wall. Otherwise, let's try for some push-ups. Let's try 8 with your elbows tracking out to your side. Remember, always you can use the wall. You could use the floor down in your knees, but I'm trying not to go there. That's it. And 5, make sure your abs are in. And 6. And 7. And 8. Take a little stretch back. Walk your feet in. Take a nice long stretch forward with the arms. Reach your tailbone back. And then you're going to roll all the way up. So tuck the tail under, start to roll, and then come all the way back and up. We're going to go back into a plank. So same thing. If you had a wall, I could go against the wall, bring my arms like that. I'm going to use my chair, so I'm going to make sure that it's secure. I'm a little worried that's gone. I'm going to just stick it on a mat here. So that you're going to walk your feet back and then drop down into your plank position. So lift out the shoulders, press into your forearms, put your chest up to meet the back. Draw your abs in and breathe, and breathe, and breathe, and breathe, and breathe, and breathe. If you're getting bored, you can start adding an alternating leg. Drop the hips down. That's it. Or maybe you're just here. And let's do 4. And 3. And 2. And last one, walk your feet in again, just to like that. Now you might want to come up, I would play with this one a little bit to see what feels good for you. It depends on how high your chair is going to be. So I'm going to extend my arms. I'm going to take my foot underneath my hip and I'm going to look behind me, make sure there's nothing there. And then I'm going to lift and lower. So this knee is going to be a little bit soft. So find something that will keep your back into neutral and then lift. So find something that's going to work for you in terms of height. Flex your foot and lift. And lift, good. Soften this knee and lift. And lift, good. And let's do 4 because you know I wasn't counting. And 3. And 2. And last 1. Take it down, shake it up. Take the other leg back behind you, get nice and long and neutral through the back. Hips are facing forward, toe is facing down. Knee is a little soft. And 4, that's it. And 5. We're going to try it for 12 here. I don't know what we do on the other side, but. And 7. And 9. And 10. And 11. And 12. Shake it out a little bit, switch legs. And this time we're going to push the ceiling. We did this one the other day. So from here, I'm going to keep the hips facing down and I'm going to push. So flex the foot, push the ceiling tiles off. That's it. I don't have very much range on this side yet, guys, but see if you can put a little bit more range in. And 5. And 6. Flex that foot. This one's a little soft. 7. And 8. And 9. 10. 11. And 12. Switch your knee, guys. Take the other foot up. Bend at the knee, flex the foot, and press. And 2. And 3. And 4, good. And 5. 6. 7. And 8. Let's go. 4 more. And 4. And 3. And 2. And last 1. We're going to sit onto the chair. And then your variation of this figure 4 stretch. So crossing over and then take a little hinge, flex the foot, and take a little stretch from there. If that doesn't work, you can find another variation. As you can see, mine's still not quite there. And then you're going to lift up and over and just add some flair to the chair. And then take a little hinge forward. Nice. And then from there, we're going to do my Geiger counter legs that comes from the gyro. So on this one, you need to lean back a little bit too. So get close to the edge, but not so you're going to tip the chair over. And then you're going to reach the legs out. Now I'm going to draw my toes up. And then I'm going to circle. So my feet aren't going to touch. So really close to the mat. I extend and I whip kick. And I press and whip kick. And press and whip kick. And press. And press. And whip. And press. That's it. Reach long through the toes. Reach. And reach. Good. And let's do 4. And 3. And 2, and last 1. Now, get ready to reverse. So come around. You can see how I lift up a little bit. I'm just doing that. And lift. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And then take a little stretch from there. And we're going to go into a chair bridge. So I'm going to start with walking my feet out. Take my hands on the side of the chair. Option 1, I can just lift the hips up and hold in my chair bridge. So I've got hamstrings working, my glutes are working. And I'm holding, I'm breathing, open through the chest and the shoulders. And then come back down. And then we're going to repeat that again. Or, if that was okay, I'm going to extend my legs out a little bit farther. And I'm gonna lift up, open up the chest and the shoulders, draw the shoulder blades together, and breathe. Head in line with your spine. Breathe, 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 breathe. And go 4, and 3, and 2, and then lower back down. Good, I'm gonna face you for the next one. So we're gonna do a little bit of rotation, as we would in mat, except we're just using a chair. So from here, I'm gonna get a narrow base of support, and I'm gonna take the arms up. We did this one the other day. So I'm gonna turn my palms up to the ceiling. I'm gonna take an inhale, and then we're gonna rotate for 3. So it's gonna go 1, 2, 3. So you're reaching long, and it goes 1. Inhale, and it goes 1, 2, 3, and center, and 1, 2, 3. You can push your legs together, and go 1, 2, 3, and center, and 1, 2, 3, and center, and 1, 2, 3, and center. Last one, and 1, 2, 3. Now we did this one the other day, so I'm going to turn the palms down, and it goes elbow, fingers, palm. So elbow, fingers, palm, and back, and elbow, fingers, palm up, and back. How are we doing? Elbows, fingers, palm up, and elbow, fingers, palm up. Last one, and elbow, fingers, palm up, and back. Good. Now I'm just going to take the arms from side to side, and I'm going to take a little reach. And if you find that, I'm going to tip over, take your feet a little bit more, and then just side lift, and side, and side. I'm throwing a little bit of gyro into the class today rather than doing it all at the beginning. So just go with it. Just go with the flow of it. There's no right or wrong with it. And it's a little, and a little, and a little, and a little. So my hand's going underneath my arm, and good. And go 4, and 3, and 2, and last one. Watch it change. I'm going to go from here, and I'm going to go, and then my hands change, and my hands change. And it's a little breath, and a little, and a little, and a little, and good. And let's do 4, and 2, and 1. Now it takes a little dot, a little dot, and a little dot. So I keep changing the hands, a little dot, and dot, good, and dive, and dot, good. And let's do 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now the arms come back and forward. So it looks like that. So open and palms together, or palm, top of the hand, palms up, and so I'm adding a little arch and a little curl. I'm adding a little arch and a little curl, and and last one. And then hold it center, interlace your hands around the back, pull your belly button in towards your spine, take a reach. And then bring the arms up, take a little lateral stretch, hang onto a wrist. Take a nice long lateral. And then the other side. And then back up. Now we're going to do a little bit of foot exercise, so I'm not sure where your feet are going to be on your onto your floor if you have carpet. But I'm just going to walk the feet. So I'm going to dig my toes in, walk the feet out as far as I can, and then I'm going to reverse. So that's it. Work through the feet. Scrunch up your toes, push back. Scrunch your toes, push back. So visualize that you're got out of the shower and you're on the bath mat and you're pulling the bath mat in. And go back again and pull and walk the feet and walk and walk. Now go back. Scrunch your toes, push back. scrunch, and scrunch, and scrunch, and scrunch, and scrunch. Good, you're gonna take up one leg, and just a little, sit tall, do a little flex and point, flex, and point, flex, and point. Good, and then circles, and then circles around the other way. And then you're gonna cross that leg over, you're gonna interlace, so if you can, you're gonna take your fingers through your toes. And then you're just gonna circle around the ankle joint, and circle around, and circle, and then come the other way, and just circle, and circle. Just like you have your toe socks on, that's it. And then switch sides. So, bring the leg in, and then flex and point, sit tall, flex and point, and flex, and point, and then circling, and circle. This one doesn't work so good. So it looks like squares on one side, guys, and it looks like squares on here, and circle, and circle. And then cross that leg over, interlace if you can, so bring your fingers through your feet, sometimes it doesn't work so good on the one side. And then just work through your ankle joint. And we can circles, and circles, and come around the other way. That's it. And then you're gonna bring both feet down, and then take the legs a little bit apart, and now take that little hinge again, and then round up through the spine. Take a little arch, hinge it forward, and then round up through the spine, press into your feet. Take a little arch, lift the chest, and up and over, and around, and let's go one more time. And send it over, and back from side to side. Take the legs a little wider, and now just shift again. So just a little shift to the legs. Listen to the ceiling, and just a couple more. And send it back to your center. Take a big breath in. And now grab your band. I hope you have one, gang. We're gonna do a little bit of upper body, so you can stay seated on your chair. And then take the band, and I'm gonna get it a little bit closer together. I'm gonna turn the palms up and just wrap my hands into the band. Tuck your elbows fairly close into the side of your ribs. And then we're just gonna open and close, a little rotator cuff for you. And open and close, so sitting tall. And 3, good. So it doesn't have to be big. And 4, good. And 5, probably show a little bit of band in today. And 6. And 7. That's it. And 8. And 9. And 10. And 11. Let's do one more. And then we're going to go wider with the band. So give yourself a little bit more band. But remember, try to keep the tension in the band. So I just tuck my thumbs on this and take an inhale. And back, go mid back. Take an inhale. And back. You can hear Linda's voice. I know you can. And 3. That's it. Mid back. And 4. And 5. Good. No tension in the neck. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. Let's do 12. And 11. And 12. Good. Take a little break, ear to the shoulder. And then we'll go into a little bit of lat pull down. So take the band slightly forward. Pull down to about your sternal knots, right about there. Elbows up to your side, and to a little bit of arc through the back. And 4. Elbows into your sides. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. Don't forget to breathe. And 9. And 10. Good. And 11. and 12, good. Give yourself a little break, maybe a little ear to the shoulder. And then we're gonna go into that little bit of diagonal. So from here, I'm gonna move on a diagonal, and then other diagonal. I'm just looking down at that bottom hand, but you wouldn't have to. And a little diagonal. And diagonal, keep the tension out of the neck. And diagonal reach. Good. And let's do 4. And 3. And 2. And last one. You're gonna attach that band to the bottom of your feet. Now, if you've got a fairly light band like I do, that you might want to cross over from here. It depends on how heavy your band is, gang. And then from here, we're gonna row. So row your boat, pull the elbows back, lift the chest forward. Good, sit tall. And keep the knees a little bit bent. 3, good. And 4, nice, don't forget to breathe. And 5, that's it. And 6. And 7. Now feel free, you could always stand doing all of these exercises, gang. 8. And 9. And 10, good. And 11. And 12. Now we're gonna leave I'm gonna leave the band on my foot. On this one, same thing, you'll have to adjust gang to see how heavy you need the band to be. And then we'll just do a single arm bicep curl. And that's 4, good. So tuck that elbow in fairly close. And 5. And 6. And 7, good guns. And 8. And 9. And 10. 11. And here comes 12. Good. And then just switch your knee to the other foot, change your arms. There you go. And then bicep curl it. Then go 1. And 2. That's it. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. We're almost there. And 11. And 12. Now, let's read on biceps. Here's triceps. So take one arm behind your back. You can I'll give you another one if this isn't gonna work for you, gang. So I'm gonna take the one arm behind my back. I'm gonna hang on to it like here. And then I'm gonna move into a little bit of tricep. So I'm gonna try to tuck my elbow in. If that doesn't work for you, you can always stand, and I can always do tricep like that. So I kind of like the other one just because it helps to open up the chest a bit when I'm doing this. So tuck your elbow up to the ceiling and then open up and back down. It's probably gonna whack me in the head. Good. You're probably on 12 here. And then just switch sides. So if that's not working, then you can go to the other one. Otherwise, make sure you've got enough slack in there. Opens up the chest. Work from your elbow, extend over your head. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6, good. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. And 11. And we're gonna say that's 12. I'm gonna get rid of Mr. Band. And I'm gonna take them down here. And just to the front, we're just gonna do a little version 100. So bring yourself a little bit closer on. So I'm just gonna take that band on my hip. I'm gonna extend my arms. And I'm gonna do little pulses. So it's gonna look like this. It's gonna do pulse, 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 pulse. Here we go. 10. Out, 2, 3, 20. And in, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3. And in, 2, 3. And out. And pulse, 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 and pulse, 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 and pulse. And last one, it wasn't really hundreds. And then you're gonna take your arms all the way up. See if you can take them back behind you, watch your shoulders gang, and then up and over. So give yourself enough slack into your band that you're able to do that comfortably. If it's not feeling comfortable, you're not going there. And a little lift up and over. A little wrong fletcher for you. And up and over. And back. And up and over. And back. And then just take your ear to your shoulder. Take a little stretch. And then up and over to the other side. And then turn your head to one side, Thrifty's parking lot. Back to your center. And come back. Gonna take one leg forward. I want you to take a little hinge as you come forward to your toes, stretch out your hamstrings. You can always do this with both legs. And then just take a little hop. And then hinge up and over the other side. And then take a little hop and a hop. Now I want you to kind of suspend and suspend. A little more gyro, just throwing it out there today. And heel, and heel, and heel. Now it goes to the side. So it goes side and side. So be as light as you can and light as you can. That's it. And suspend. And suspend. And suspend. And then just take both legs back and just reach up and over and over. Good. And reach. Stretch and breathe. And stretch and breathe. And breathe. And breathe good. And reach. And back to your center. Now take that arm behind you, stretch out the tricep, reach around, you can pat yourself on the back. Great job, well done, getting those endorphins going. It is a challenging time right now. Just breathing and moving, breathing and moving, breathing and moving. And then other side. That's it, bring the arms down, take one arm on the outside, add a rotation. Use that leg as a lever. And then just unwind yourself. And then rotate. And then turn yourself sideways onto your chair, back to that half-ass stretch. So reach that leg back behind you, straighten it out if you can. That's my not so good one yet. And then just take that lateral stretch. And then take that leg forward, so you've got both cheeks on now. Slide your hand down, open up the arm, rotate, twist and breathe. And then switch sides, you can do it the sassy way. That's it. And then take that stretch from here, little lateral. That's it. And then bring both legs together. Get both cheeks on. Slide the arm to the outside and reach. I used to teach a chair dancing classes to seniors, and I had them whipping their legs right over the back of the chair and spinning around, but I can't show you because this has got cloth on the bottom. But it was a lot of fun. I didn't lose anybody. And then bring yourself back up. Take a roll down to finish, legs nice and wide, sit tall. Take an inhale, chin to your chest, and then exhale to roll. Take an inhale, tuck the tail under, draw the abs in, roll it up, stack the vertebrae on top of each other, head's the last thing to come up, watch your blood pressure. One more time, take an inhale, get tall. And then exhale, roll it down. As if you could take the top of your head to the floor. And then take an inhale, press into your feet. Draw the pelvis underneath you. And head is the last thing to come up. And breathe it out. Take an inhale. And exhale down your center. And inhale. Back down your center. And just rub the hands together. And then send that energy out there, positive energy, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you on Thursday.